Okay, guys, I'm back here on episode 3. Good morning to all y'all. But like I said, today my goal is to get a mending villager first. And in order to do that, I need some blaze rods. So I'm about to tackle the nether, which we got some pretty good gear down here. So we should be okay. Shouldn't have anything too bad happen. Hopefully. Hopefully. But that's what I'm about to go do. So hopefully I'll catch y'all whenever I have some blaze rods. Okay, so I'm back. Okay. I've been running around for an hour trying to find another fortress and all. I found 2 bastions and a whole lot of bone blocks. See, look, I got 2 stacks of bone blocks. I got 3 dried ghast, and I've already dropped a ton of netherrack, and I still got almost 4 stacks. Uh, but I've been looking for, you know, another portal. I come up over here. I mine some bone blocks right here. Come over here, and this is what I see: bone, bone, bone blocks, bone blocks. I'm like, more bone blocks for me to mine. But then I see this, and I swear to you that I did not put that there. That is natural generation, and I honestly I was just stunned. I was just stunned. Not only is it floating there, just floating there, but then I see this. I mean, come on now, that's perfect. Come on. So I'm gonna get myself over that nether fortress and take me some of those out because I'm gonna need some. I need some blaze rods to start this villager process. So let's get over there and let's start getting some blaze rods. My goal is to get enough where I don't have to come back. That's my goal. That's my goal. I don't want to come back. I got 16. Let's get like 30. So I don't have to come back anytime soon. All right, so I'm back topside out of the nether, and as you can see, I've set up a little spot for a brewing stand. Now this isn't permanent, but this is where I'm gonna put the villagers. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put them, in little holes like this, or if I'm gonna have them stick out. I'm probably gonna have them stick out because of the area. But as a solo player that isn't selling the books like on Hermitcraft or other series, setting up a permanent trading hall isn't really a top priority, I would say. But I do need I need the villagers. I need some good books, so I will set up a little trading area. This will probably be it for a while. If I move it, I may move it later into a building somewhere down here, somewhere over there, somewhere over there. But for now, I'm just gonna stick it here. Do my potions. I got some barrels here with stuff and some bottles, and I got some other stuff here to start doing my mending trading. And I'll bring you back when I get a mending book or something equal to that. And yep, there it is. That's a mistake. And he is trying to get to me. Thankfully, he couldn't get to me, but I'm gonna throw a little bit of foreshadowing out right now because this is a problem. I have never been pieced up by a mob in Minecraft like I was just pieced up by that golem. Oh my goodness. I died so fast. He just threw me up in the air and kept juggling me until I was dead. And I know we don't have great armor, but like I just that was insane. And I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure I killed him after this because of that I can't stand that. I can't take that lying down. But he got a word out to his homies because later my sister died to a golem on top of the hill too. I mean, brutal. That was brutal. Okay, so right here I started having some problems with the villager. He didn't want to turn back into librarian, so I ended up getting renting the potion stand and the barrels in order to lower the amount of jobs he could have taken in the area. And then I decided he needed a bed. And then he started taking it again. I don't know if it was the bed or if it was night. Maybe it was night. I'm not totally sure, but he kept taking them again, or kept switching into a librarian again. So I kept rolling for mending. It didn't take me super long compared to the luck I've had in the past. I think it only took me like an hour, hour and a half to get mending, and that's the only book I was really going for at the moment because we really needed mending to start trying to get our perfect armor. And once I did, I had to go get a zombie and start curing him because obviously I'm not paying absorbent prices for a mending book. As you can see, I finally got it. Yep. Yep. When it can go wrong, it will go wrong. I just dealing with villagers, man. And then here, I thought if I blocked myself off, he couldn't see me no more. He would attack the villager. No, not interested. Either way, I'll cut to where I have this under control. Okay. And I'm back in our little hole here. I got some protections because I was AFKing while they cured and trying to roll him. We got mending. Not the greatest price, but we got mending. That's the main thing. Sadly, I don't have the emeralds to buy anything, and our tools are getting desperate, to say the least. So, I think I'm gonna be done for the moment. Let my sister play because she has work later, and I think it's gonna be better for her if she gets to play a little bit before she has to go to work. So I'm gonna be done at the moment. But I'll be back again, and I'll be getting more villagers for emeralds. Not sure what villagers as of right now, but we need some emerald villagers because 29 per, and we're gonna get what, 6, 7 of them, if not 8 or 9. It's gonna get expensive quick. That's 3 or 4 stacks of emeralds. We got our little zombie here. No correlation to anybody at all. No correlation, I promise. But yeah, I just wanted to bring y'all back, show y'all I got the mending villager, and I'll bring you back whenever I'm doing some more farming for. I wouldn't say farming, doing some more switching up and curing for some emerald villagers because we need those bad.
Alright, guys. I think it is time to add on to the mob farm. I have not. This is not everything. I have it on the boat chest as well, but I think it's time, and that is what I'm gonna do today. So, I'm gonna bring you along with me. Alright, guys. I have changed the mob farm up a little bit so I can get closer and hit all of them. Um, because they were sitting in this corner and I couldn't reach them, so I've changed it. That's also not all the stuff, it's all over here. And then I ended up adding 2 more layers. So there's 3 layers there, and I had to add water right here, which I don't know how there's chickens, but I added waters right here because they were taking too much fall damage. But other than that, I just have been working to get better enchantments on stuff. And my inventory is super full, but I've been working to get better enchantments on everything. But I think that is all I'm going to do today. So I'll either see you next, or my brother will see you next.
Alright guys, I'm back. I was sitting here trying to get some levels to enchant and stuff, to upgrade our armor, because our armor's pretty bad, in a bad way. So I was trying to, since we got the mending villager, I was trying to get some good armor, trying to get the perfect armor, to be totally honest with you. And I got fed up with this system, where everything would die here, and it would go into this. And then my sister was self-sorting all of it into here. I got fed up with it in like 3 seconds. I literally sat there for like 2 minutes hitting them and getting fed up with a whole bunch of stuff hitting my inventory. That's why my inventory is purposely full, which it was already full because I have terrible inventory management. But I made my inventory full while I was doing this in order to not collect stuff while I was doing this. Because it was really annoying sitting here, and all of a sudden I would look at my inventory and I'd have bows and I'd have, helmets and stuff and gunpowder and all that. So I got fed up with it. So, as you can hear and see, something's different. and it's this. I added this on today. It's item sorter, and it only sorts gunpowder. There's 2 things of gunpowder, then bones, and rotten flesh. That's the only thing it sorts at the moment. I don't think I'm gonna expand it, but if I did want to, I got 3 slots. Maybe just 2. I don't know if it's safe to put something right there. Maybe it is, but I got 3 slots if I wanted to expand it a little more. And if I really wanted to, I could always extend that, expand it this way a little more. There's a lot I can do with it, but right now, this is what I'm working with. So yeah, it's a basic item sorter, basic item dropper. Just drops the item, run down the water source, sorts it, and anything that isn't gunpowder, bones, or rotten flesh gets burned. I mean, this system's pretty simple. It looks intimidating, but once you know the small pieces, you break it down into this part, well, this part, and then this part, and then you do the item sorting, which is annoying sometimes. Well, I guess I can come right here. The item sorting, which is placeholders plus 41 or whatever you want to sort. You got to rename them, which at least I rename them, so that way if the arrows that do come through don't get sorted with these arrows, because if they did, it would mess up the whole system. This whole system would break. So if you're gonna use items like I did that actually do come down here, rename them, so that way they don't enter the system. The arrows that do come into the system don't mess up what you have. And then 41 of whatever item you want sorted, and it'll sort it through. Which I have more placeholders right here, so if I do want to extend it, I can. But yeah, that's what I was doing. I got fed up with it, and I still have to sit here with a full inventory, so that way I don't collect anything. But it's not as big a deal as it was. Now it's sorting it and getting rid of it. It's decently fast too. I'm kind of glad I built it. So that's just another thing we've added onto this. I think I'm gonna build some more farms as you go down, so that way when I'm here, repairing stuff. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't think I actually want to do that. I think this is just a place to repair our armor. I don't think I want to make any farms here, because realistically, I shouldn't be spending too much time here once I don't need a farm, gunpowder anymore, or I don't need levels anymore when I make my perfect armor. When I make the perfect armor. Unless I die. But, I don't think it'd be smart to make farms here for a scenario that may not come. So, I just want to bring y'all back, show y'all this little chest setup that I got going on, sorting. Alright, now on to the next part. Okay, and I'm done. Just like that. Finished up all the armor. I believe it's perfect armor, other than thorns and like soul speed here, or the crouching one. I don't have that one either yet, but for now they're pretty perfect. Same thing with sword. I think this is a perfect sword. Then you got the bow, you got the pickaxes, and all that. So I think we're all set on gear, which is perfect. That's amazing. This took forever. I mean, I think I've been sitting here for like 4 hours because I just could not get the enchantments I needed. And then I had this took me like an hour to build. So to be fair, I stopped right at the start and built this because I got tired of self-sorting. So this is how much has been piling up since I started. So that kind of give you a tell of how long I've been here. And this I didn't transport any items to that chest system. There is still this up here full of stuff. So that was that, full diamond chest armor. Hopefully with this now I'll feel more comfortable going after the end. I think that besides doing some builds, I'm probably gonna do some builds and finish the basement, because I still haven't finished the basement. But I'm probably gonna do some builds here soon. Finish the basement. I think I'll make a fishing shack and make a barn and actually get a decent place for the cows to go. But yeah, that's the armor. And I'm not sure how much left of this video I have, but I think I can get in the basement build at the end of this video to finish it off. So if that's what's up next, I'll bring you back to that. If not, then see you next time.
Alright, guys. I think it is time to build a nether portal because I'm tired of looking at that. So, I have something in mind, but I'm not gonna talk through it. I'm just gonna do it and let you watch. So, let me get to it.
Okay, so you may not be able to see it here, but the portal was only 2 wide, and the inspiration she was using was 3 wide, and she couldn't figure out why. So she called me in here to see and to, maybe figure out why it doesn't look quite right. And it turns out it's 2 instead of 3 wide. So she ends up fixing it, and she decides after fixing that she's just going to go ahead and make a bridge. So here's some more Christmas music and her building the bridge. Okay, guys, I'm in the house and I made a decision. I don't know if it's a good one yet, but I said I was going to finish the basement this episode, so I started work on it, and I'm further away from being done than I was when I started. I'm going to go ahead and make a full-fledged chest room. I'm going to keep this design on most of it. I'm probably going to flip the output inputs, so I'm probably going to move that to here, move the output over there. I'm not totally sure yet, but I want a super smelter. I think I'll put the super smelter here. Probably an 8 block super smelter, 8 furnace super smelter, maybe 10. I'm not sure. Depends on how long it goes. But this right here is going to be a traditional sorting system with redstone, and it's going to be my bulk storage. That is one thing. This is really slow. These guys are really slow when it comes to mass. So I think I want to take some of the burden off of them and have, cobble, cobble, stone, grass blocks, dirt blocks, and then this is going to be deep slate, cobble deep slate. And then I'm not sure, I got a 6th one that I can put something in. I'm not sure what it'll be. It's probably not going to be diorite or anything. Maybe smooth stone. Smooth stone would be a bad option. I do like using smooth stone. I usually get a lot of smooth stone. Mainly because I use the smelters for XP, but now that I have an XP farm on a PC, I don't need the furnaces to give me XP. So maybe I don't need smooth stone. I'm not sure what it'll be. Maybe sand. Sand is a big resource. That will probably be collected a lot. Let's see. I'm trying to think of anything else. We'll throw a chest. Maybe it should be copper. Seem to get a lot of copper. Netherrack shouldn't be going up any more than it already is. So we probably don't have to do netherrack. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But yeah, so this is, I wanted to bring you back here and show you what the beginning of it looks like. This is what I'm gonna be working on. Probably gonna be the last little bit of this episode. So let me get this finished out, so that way I can start editing and get y'all episode 3. All right, I'll bring you back when I'm a little bit further along. All right, and we're back. And remember last episode I said that there was one thing I was going to focus on above all else? Well, here I am at the end of episode 3, finally doing it. And what is it? It's fix the basement. I've been putting it off because I wanted to do it right, and I didn't have the stuff to do it right, so I've been putting it off. But I finally got all the stuff I needed, and it's done, I believe. I believe. Now, here's the new input system because I've added more chests, so we need a different input system. But this is it, the new input system. Alright? Now, if you come into our house, nothing's changed up here, but the basement. The basement has changed. So we got, obviously, we got these chests, which were here. And then we got these chests. These are new. Also, we got these chests. But the thing about these chests is they are traditional storage. These are traditional bulk storage systems. And so there's no iron golems on the back of these. There's iron golems on this set, and on this set still, but on this set it is traditional. So these will be one item. One item. Sand will be this 3. Glass will be this 3. And then this, I believe, yeah, this is deep slate. This is cobble deep slate. This is stone, cobble, as you get it, you get it. But this is the interior. I think I'm gonna change this floor once I move these chests. These chests are full of crap, which that isn't, but you know, here I'll go ahead and get rid of that one. But yeah, so when these get cleared, I'll probably change the floor just a little bit. I think I'm gonna do reverse stairs, so I'm gonna put another set of stairs on the back of these and then do a drop down floor. But I'm not completely sold on that yet. I might just switch these floor. I think it's really dark in here. I think I want to do something a little lighter on the floors. Maybe put some sea lanterns in it. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Now let's go check out the redstone. All right. And as I said, this is the end of episode 3. As far as plans for episode 4, I think I'm gonna go to the end. Which for y'all, it's gonna be episode 4. For me, I think it's gonna be here in like an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the end and do that. So here we got some farms turning around. That are just under here. Lava farm. I think I'm gonna make a auto lava farm for this super smelter. And I gotta put an input for the super smelter, but I'm not quite sure where I want to put it for now. So that's gonna stay there for now, and this would be the input. So if you wanted to super smelt something, it'd be, you just slap it in here. And what's really cool is that chest right there is for coal, or the source, and this is for, so as soon as that gets items, which, how this system works here is that this hopper either needs to be full or this chest needs to be empty. Then it gets powered, then it can go. And it'll keep coming back and keep going until this is full or this is empty. So, funnily enough, I didn't expect this, but this powers this. So, I didn't want the noise. That was one thing that I was working towards, is I didn't want the noise of minecarts running all the time. So I wanted a loader system that would turn off when it's not full. So like this, so it's off. Same thing with the golems. When the golems aren't sorting something, they're off. They're not touching anything. They're not opening chests. So with this, that's what that does. And by this, complete accident. I'm gonna be honest, complete accident. But when this gets powered, this gets powered. So no matter what, if this is sending items out to be smelted, this is sending resources, coal, lava buckets, whatever it may be, out to fuel it. So that's pretty cool. I need to go ahead and get all the coal put up and put in there, so it has plenty of fuel. Which, you know, as of right now, it has some fuel in it. But as soon as they get done smelting, they all go to this chest. This chest gets pulled down into a hopper, and it gets come over to a dropper. This dropper I went with hoppers. I've never really built. I usually do it with water, but I didn't want to mess with water. I don't have blue eyes. That was one thing that I was looking for: slime balls and blue eyes. But so I went with hoppers and I put slabs over them. I think it reduces lag if I put slabs over them if they're not, you know, trying to get items from the top, just trying to get pushed items into. So that's the input right there. That's the input from the top. It comes down. This is the input from the smelter. So any items you put in there automatically is put into the storage system, which I love. And it runs through here. And this is the bulk storage. So, you know, it's got items in it that I won't store, just like I did at the mob farm. This is overflow protection because I know the copper golems are slow. So I wanted some overflow just in case, so we don't stop this up. So there's some overflow just in case the copper golems get to here where they're too slow. And I built a cage around this because I didn't like the dirt being seen. But it's the same copper system. If you want to see what the copper system I use, it's the same one that I used in episode 2, I believe. I believe it's episode 2 when I finished the storage system, or at least the first part of the storage system. So I'm proud. I really like our storage system. I think it can last us a while because of the mix, the bulk. The bulk is what I'm worried about. If we have a whole bunch of stone and stuff without shulker shells, it may get annoying to actually, you know, do something with it. Which these torches need to go. I'll be honest. These torches, you know, I'll put some torches up here for now. I don't want no torches on the ground. Right there. So yeah, this is the storage room. It's small, which is what I wanted. I wanted it to be small. I didn't want it grand. I wanted it to be on the smaller side. You know, efficient, more room, maximize space type. And I really like how it came out. I'm gonna be honest, I really do. But guys, I think this is gonna be the end of episode 3. We got a lot of footage. I'm not really sure how it's gonna, you know, play out. I hadn't started editing yet, but that's what I'm gonna end up doing later today, most likely. But yeah, I'm really proud of where this world's going at the moment. I really want to get into actually building this village out that we wanted to build. But I think shulker shells is the next thing on the agenda. I think we need some shulker shells to be able to help with the inventory situation because I am terrible with inventory management. I mean, absolutely awful. So that's where I'm gonna leave this episode. If you want to leave us a comment, we'll read them, see what they got. And, you know, if you got some suggestions about what we should do and what we should add, farms and such, or if I can do something more efficiently with our sorting system or anything, I'm ears, open ears. So, any likes, any comments, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Okay, guys, editing JB here. I just want to thank you again for watching the video. I know it's been a little bit since we posted. I think it's been 8 days since we posted. And that has something to do with what happens in the next hour after this video was recorded. Y'all see that in episode 4. So stay tuned for a not so good time on my part, but hopefully a good time for y'all. I just want to thank y'all again for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.